Michael Toney in court this morning, answering to charges he abused a nonverbal autistic man in his care. It was all allegedly captured on a surveillance camera and witnessed by another person September 14th at Bramble House in Madisonville. It's a housing complex for the developmentally disabled, owned by Hamilton County Developmental Disability Services. While the video hasn't been released, we're told it shows Toney grabbing, slapping at, and shoving the victim, then using a leg sweep to trip him.
When the individual fell to the ground, he starts crying out in pain, asking for the defendant to call his mom.
Toney, who worked as an independent healthcare provider, was barred from contact with the victim. But advocates say cases like this just go to show how vulnerable those with autism are.
Just by having autism, you're at a higher risk in general.
Risks that Mary Helen Reeker with the group Autism Connections says only go up the further removed you are from friends and family.
Our risk goes up anytime we're around people we don't know and who don't know us.
One study last year found 58% of autistic adults had been physically abused. Compare that to just 36% for the adult population at large. And Reeker says it's likely being underreported, given the trusting nature of those with autism.
If you think people like you, are your friend, are people who care about you, you're less likely to report things.
Changing that, she says, starts in childhood, spelling out what behaviors are acceptable and what aren't.
This is okay behavior, this is not. If this not thing happens, you need to tell someone.
In Madisonville, Luke Jones, Local 12 News.
And Hamilton County DDS released a statement which reads in part, quote, "This was a reprehensible incident. Our hearts go out to the victim and their family, and we are working closely with them to make sure they receive the support needed at this time."
From breaking news to feel-good stories, Local 12 has it all. Tap subscribe and hit the links to find out more.